you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Will you call Paige real quick and ask him if we're good? Or text him if the video's coming through? Okay. I need to ask him if he can hear me, if my audio's working. Yeah, can you hear me? My audio working as I'm setting up here? Okay. All right. We are here at DBAT in Kerrville, Texas, getting ready to play with Lady Billies softball, and beautiful softball weather today. Stiff north wind blowing about 20, 25. And temperatures down in the, with the wind chill, I bet you it's probably upper 30s.
Yeah.
So kind of still getting everything ready here. Thanks for joining us today on Billies Live. We got Billies Live 2. Trying to find a spot here to set up. We've got a small setup today. Producer extraordinaire, Senor Paige Finley, is getting everything prepared for the girls basketball game this evening in Smithville. So he is working on getting all that stuff done and prepared so that way we can bring y'all the girls area playoff basketball game tonight against Bay City. Make sure you tune in for that. That will be 6:30 if I remember correctly on Billies Live. But in the meantime, we are here in Kerrville at DBAT facility, getting ready to play the Boerne Chargers. Boerne champion. Played those ladies a little earlier in the year in a scrimmage and came out on top. So, and I apologize with the wind kind of blowing the camera around a little bit. Again, like I said, producer Paige is in getting prepped for the game this evening. So we are using a cell phone and cell service for the game today. So unfortunately, we won't have any replays or anything like that. No commercials. Yeah, we'll be bringing you Lady Billies softball. So we're using a new app as well. And so I'm kind of breaking in as we go. We'll see if I can pause it, turn things off, so forth, in between the changeovers on the innings. See if we can figure that out. Yeah, we're getting ready to kick off here. Let's see here. Lady Billies looks like they're going to be the visiting team for this game. There we go. The format for today's game, we're going to be playing 80 minutes, finish the inning, but drop dead at 90 minutes. So, in other words, if we can't completely finish out the inning once that timer hits 90, because it is a tournament format, there's quite a few teams here today. Because of the tournament format, they want to make sure they can stay on schedule as best as they can. And so in doing so, they're going to be doing a 90-minute drop dead time limit. So we'll get as many innings in as we can, hopefully finish the inning after 80 minutes and move on from there. All right, here we go. Get ready for the first pitch here. Looks like we've got Madison Wright will be leading us off today. Miss Wright's a sophomore catcher, will be behind the plate. She's the lucky one. She gets to wear all the gear and help keep her warm this morning. In the circle, let's see, we'll go through the defensive positions here for Bernie Champion here in just a moment. All right, first pitch in there for called strike one. So we have Finley Shanley pitching in the circle for the Lady Chargers here this morning. So Madison Wright, leadoff hitter, takes strike one. Foul the second one off. Go down 0-2 in the count. So as I said earlier, if you're joining us just a little bit late, is me, myself, and I here this evening is Brad Holland. Low in there for ball two. Nice, beautiful softball weather this morning. Everybody's bundled up, hooded up as best they can. Just gotten started here. Madison Wright, leadoff hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She pops that one up, and the pitcher gets that for out number one. Soft little pop up there to the pitcher. So one away here in the early goings. Again, just getting started. Get you a little bit better angle here. Now Avery Holland stepping to the plate. Fouls that one off. Back into the screen. So one down here, and top of the first inning. Lady Billies are your visiting team today. Again, as we said earlier, we're doing an 80-minute finish the inning format for the tournament games this weekend. Low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Miss Holland. No score here. Pitch. Avery gets that one under the hands and drops that into shallow right field for a single. So that gets a runner aboard. That is going to bring Riley McGuffey to the plate. So, runner at first here for the Lady Billies. Top of the first inning. Riley McGuffey, line drive to the third baseman. Line drive to the third baseman. She snags that out of the air, and Avery was moving on the pitch. That's a bang-bang play. Not much you can do about that one. That was a well-struck ball, third baseman. That was more self-defense than it was anything else. But a good play nonetheless, and was able to get back across the diamond to first base to double up Avery for the third out of the inning. And we'll be back in just a moment with the bottom of the first. Yes, sir.
Did you get that out on the back first?
It was close.
Check it outside.
Yeah, it was close.
I was like, why are they running off, man? They're only our third batter.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those, the ball was hit, and Avery took a step, turned her hips, and she caught it. Third baseman was alert, so, yeah, threw it over there quick. Yeah.
I was watching. I just couldn't tell. Way out here.
I'm not real sure.
I was really looking for some replay the other night. It's really hard. I told Renee, I said, this is difficult not being able to see the replay. I said it's been a good advantage the last 2 years to be able to sit in the booth and go, oh, that really was a freaking out.
Yes, sir. If you would, just every once in a while, do me a favor.
Check in on it.
Check in on it, just to make sure that this is a new app. The last one that we were using was messing up on us on a pretty regular basis, and so on the way home from Tuesday night's game, we downloaded this one and got it all set up. I'm afraid to touch stuff because I don't know if it's gonna. The other one, if I tap the screen, it would pause or it would mute. I tapped the screen earlier and nothing came up, and I may be live right now, as far as I know.
As long as everybody's enjoying our conversation.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey, so maybe I'll find the pause button somewhere along the line, but yeah. So yeah, just check on it every once in a while. Thank you, sir. All right, and we are back. Lady Billies in the field here. Sorry, give us a second here. I'm making a few changes. Ground ball to second to Bella Finley, over to Laren for the first out. Get y'all the positions and everything here in just a second, making a few adjustments to the iScore for the app. Okay, so we got Ava Stewie in the circle for the Lady Billies. Madison right behind the plate. Laren Foyke at first, Bella Finley, who just made that play, at second. Swing and a miss for strike one. Riley McGuffey will be at short. Sydney Meyer at third. Robbie Griffin in left. Avery Holland in center. And Brooklyn Grovey in right. So this is Riley Murish for Bernie Champion. Swing and a miss for strike two. Miss Stewie getting ahead in the count here. Up 0-2. Induced ground out for the first out of the inning. Reaching on that outside pitch for strike three. So 2 away here for the Lady Billies. Be joining us a little late. Lady Billies 3 up, 3 down, a little unconventional way. Avery reached on a Madison Wright struck out. Avery reached on a single, and then Riley McGuffey hit a hard line drive to the third baseman, who snagged it and was able to double up Avery across the diamond at first for the third out. So strike one there to the hitter. Swing and a miss for strike two. So 0-2 the count here. Ava gets her sign. Pitch, a little high. Ball one. So bottom of the first inning, Lady Billies are the visiting team today. So 3 up, 3 down in their first at bat. Not for lack of hitting. Got double up on a play, and Ava's looking to retire the side here. I will say this: they will be motivated to play good defense today, because their dugout has a windscreen on it that breaks the wind. It's going to be much warmer in the dugout than it is on defense. So there we go, swinging a miss for strike three. So just that quickly, Lady Billies are able to 3 up, 3 down. And like I said, they're going to be motivated to get back into that dugout today in between because it is cold out here. Got us a stiff wind blowing. So if you see the camera shaking a little bit, what that is from. Temperature in the upper 30s with the wind chill. It's a little chilly, but hey, it's beautiful softball weather. There's other things we could be doing, but yeah, appreciate y'all joining us here to watch the Billies softball. No, you're good.
I have a big figure. If I am.
No, ma'am, you're good. I'm up high enough to where I'm getting a good shot. So, and it's staying relatively still. The wind's not affecting it too much with it being small like that.
That made my heart really happy. Avery.
I'm sorry? No. I like I said, I touched a spot on the phone and it didn't do anything, and there's 2 other buttons. Yeah. I'm up and running and broadcasting.
That's right. You're good.
So I'm going to try to keep the chatter between innings to a minimum and professional. So you'll get a rare glimpse today into the dealings of in between innings with Billy's Live 2, or actually with myself. So we have Ava Stewie leading off. Nice line drive just over the head of the center fielder, next to the fence. Coming in with a nice stand-up double to lead off the inning. Nice job there, Miss Stewie. Got that pitch, and she drove it right over the top of the center fielder's head. Line drive for a stand-up double to lead off the inning. Lady Billy's in business. That is going to bring Brooklyn Groby to the plate. Lefty here. Scott, tie ball game here is top of the second inning. Brooklyn lays down a nice bunt. She's not able to beat the throw, but the sac bunt does get Ava 60 feet closer to being in scoring position. Nice sacrifice bunt. That ball died just in the left-hand corner right in front of the right-handed batter's box. So that moves Ava over to third base. Well done by Miss Groby. So with 1 away, that is going to bring Laren Foyge to the plate. I'm trying to keep this camera straight, but between the wind and the plastic protective railing on the fence is proving to be a bit of a challenge. But here we are, top of the second inning. Laren Foyge up, high for ball 1. So no score so far. Lady Billies threatening though. Ava Stewie led off the top of the inning with a double to center field. Moved to third on a sacrifice bunt by Brooklyn Groby. Laren fouls that one off back into the net. Even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Laren gets under that one and pops it back over the screen on the first base side. Count's going to remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. 0-0 score here. Lady Billies playing the Boerne champion Chargers in the first of 2 games today here at Deep at Kerrville. Laren gets a hold of that one. That is a fair ball over the right field fence for a home run. 2-run shot by Laren Foige. Nice job, Lane. She took that outside pitch and she drove it. Cleared the fence over there at 205 marker, about 4 feet inside of the foul pole. And it'll put the Billies up 2-0. Nice job, ma'am. Nice job. So 2-0 is the score. Lady Billies taking the lead here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. That's our top of the second inning. Lady Billies are your visiting team today for this game. We are playing 80-minute games. Finish the inning. There is a hard cap of 90 minutes because of the tournament format that we're in. So that is going to bring number 20, Miss Sydney Meyer, to the plate. Low and outside for ball 1. The Lady Chargers, Finley Shanley is in the circle. Cassidy Kureska is suited up behind the plate. There you go, in there for strike 1. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball just past third base, foul. It's going to make the count 1-2. One and two the count here on Sydney. Oh, she's living down that third base line. Fouls it off again. Just a little out in front. Coach Cam unable to barehand that one. I don't blame her. I wouldn't have even tried. That hit your fingers just wrong with it being cold like it is. That's going to hurt. 1-2 the count. High and outside. Even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ooh, Sydney stays back off of that one. That's going to make the count run full. Three-two the count. High and outside, so Sydney draws a walk. And that is going to bring number 11, freshman Bella Finley, to the plate. So 1 away here. Lady Billies have a runner at first base. Bella Finley, freshman, playing second base for the Lady Billies today. Stepping to the plate. 1 away. Inside, ball 1. Lady Billies scored earlier this inning with a 2-run shot off the right field from Laren Foige. Inning started off with a double by Ava Stewie. She was advanced to third by a sac bunt by Brooklyn Groby, and then Miss Foige came in and belted a shot over the right field fence. Bella Finley fouls that one off. It's going to make the count 2-1. Bella gets her sign from Coach Cameron. Squares around, shows the bunt. High and outside, so she pulls it back. That's going to bring the count to 3-1. Sydney Meyer drew a 1-out walk, so she's at first base. Lady Billies looking to exert a little pressure, score a few runs this inning. And high and outside for ball 4. So runners at first and second. Charger catcher coming out to talk to her pitcher a little bit. That's going to bring Robbie Griffin, to the plate. She's your left fielder for today for Lady Billies, batting in the 9 hole, and then we'll be back to the top of the order. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Pitch. Fouls the bunt back. Robbie trying to move runners across, looking to push that bunt. Just missed it a little bit. Didn't quite get enough of it. And the pitch. High and outside. Even the count, 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lays down the bunt. Pitcher comes up. Throws across to first for the out. Sack bunt moves runners across to. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Nice job by Robbie laying down that bunt. And that will bring Madison Wright back to the plate. Hits that ball past the shortstop. That's going to score 2. And Madison will take second on the throw. Yes. So nice job, 2 out hitting there. Batters were going on the pitch. Sorry, the runners were going on the pitch. So a 2 RBI single. From Madison Wright, that's going to make the score 4-0. Brings Avery Holland back to the plate. The first pitch is low for ball 1. Next pitch is up a little bit for ball 2. And so Lady Billies up 4-0. Put 4 runs on the board so far this inning. High for ball 3. So quickly Avery's ahead in the count, 3-0. Madison Wright with the RBI single, 2 RBI single. Avery lines that one out to to left field. And to end the inning, line drive out to the left fielder there. She didn't have to move much. It was pretty much hit right to her. And that will end the inning, but not before the Lady Billies were able to take a 4-0 lead. 2-run home run by Laren Foyge, and then a 2-run RBI single for Madison Wright to complete the scoring for the inning. Looking to see if there's any defensive changes made so far. It's not looking like it, so we'll go over that one more time real quick just to catch everybody up. Got Ava Stewie in the circle, Madison Wright catching, Laren Foyke at first, Bella Finley at second, Riley McGuffey will be at short, and Sydney Meyer at third base. Right field was Brooklyn Groby, center field is Avery Holland, and left field is Robbie Griffin. We'll see if that continues to be what we have. It looks like it is. They're all got hoods and stuff covering their heads. Doing good, sir. How are you?
Good.
A little chilly?
No kidding. What, yesterday?
It's softball weather. It's supposed to be cold, right? You never know who you're going to see at the softball fields. We may have had a change, yes. Left field is Natalie Simmons. It's coming in to play left field, and Robbie Griffin is moving over to right field for your defensive groupings. Avery Holland still in center. So a couple of changes here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Lady Billies up 4-0. Ava Stewie in the circle for the Lady Billies this game. Doing well this morning. Fighting off the cold as everybody else is trying to stay warm. Got Emily Young up to bat for the Lady Chargers. First pitch low for ball one. Ava gets her sign. Fouls that one off, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emily Young for Boerne Champion, their first baseman today. At the plate at the moment. Ava gets her sign. Pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, a little high and inside. Hit by pitch. So that's going to put the Miss Young on first. She earned that one the hard way. That's going to bring Ava Trevino to the plate for the Lady Chargers. So nobody out here. Bottom of the second inning. Lady Billies up 4-0. Number 4, Ava Trevino, stepping to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Pitch, strike 1. Nice pitch on that outside corner there. Called strike 1. Little dribbler to Sydney at third, across the diamond to Laren at first for the first out. Runner advances to second. Nice play by Sydney, moving forward on the ball, not keeping back on her heels. For the first out there, that's going to bring Madison Coker, number 5, to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Took one away. Lady Chargers have a runner at second. She got on base. Took an inside pitch off the forearm shoulder area. And grounded to the third for the 6-3 for the out. Was able to advance her. Coker lays down the bunt. Ava fields it cleanly over to Laren for out number 2. That is going to advance the runner to third. So 2 down. And that brings J.C. Bendel, I believe is how you say that. That high swing and a miss for strike 1. Play at the plate. Ooh. Okay. So play at the plate. Runner is safe on the passed ball. She did swing, so it is a strike. The runner is able to advance, and so that puts a run on the board. So that's going to make the score 4-1. So nobody on now with 2 outs. J.C. Bendel down 0-1 in the count. Nice drop ball in there for strike 2. Ava Stewie doing work in the circle. Oh, 2 the count here with 2 outs. That's just a little low for ball 2. Ball 1, I apologize. Stewie gets her sign, steps to the circle. That's popped up into the screen foul. Count's going to remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouls that one back. Bendel fouling off several pitches now. Hanging tough in there. 2 down. Again, Lady Billies up 4-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. So that will close out after 2 complete. Lady Billies up 4-1. So they scored on, let's see, Ava had a single in the top of the second inning. Sorry, Ava led off with a double, was moved over to third on a sac bunt by Brooklyn Grovey, and then Laren Foige came to the plate and hit a 2-run shot over right field fence. And then later on in the inning, after a couple of walks, Madison Wright came up with 2 outs and was able to poke a grounder between short and third for a 2-run single to conclude the scoring for the Billies in the second inning. Lady Chargers scored on a passed ball. Runner got on, hit by pitch, and 2 sacrifice bunts moved her to third, and then on the wild pitch she was able to score. Sorry, passed ball, not a wild pitch, passed ball there. She was able to score. So here we are, top of the third, about 32 minutes in to the game. Again, we're going to be playing 80 minutes, finish the inning with a hard cap of 90 minutes for each game. So we're not quite halfway through here on a beautiful, sunny, warm, I'm lying. It's cold, it's windy, it's nasty. Typical, February softball weather. But Lady Billies up 4-1. We've got Riley McGuffey, number 10, your freshman shortstop for today, stepping to the plate to lead off the inning. And we'll have Ava Stewie on deck. And first pitch, high and outside for ball 1 to Miss McGuffey. She had a really nice line drive in her first at-bat. It was a rocket that third baseman was able to snag. Good play on her part. Fouls that one off. That was a bang play that she was able to. Third baseman was able to snag that one. So if she can get contact like that again, I'll put my money on Riley getting on. Called strike 2. I was going to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Miss McGuffey. And the pitch. Ooh, off speed. Got her, dropped third. Able to make the throw down to first for the out. So, pitcher threw a nice changeup in that outside corner and got Miss McGuffey swinging. So that's out number 1. That's going to bring number 6, Ava Stewie, your starting pitcher in the circle for the Billies today, to the plate. Ooh, she got out in front of that one a little bit, dribbles it down. The pitcher's able to clean that one up and toss over to first for the out. Ava was out in front of that one just a little bit. Pitcher was able to move over, scoop it up, toss it over to first for out number 2. I believe that is Miss Simmons has come in the game for Brooklyn Grovey. So number 15, Natalie Simmons stepping in. Swing and a miss. Has 1-1 the count. I was doing the substitution, so I believe the first pitch was a ball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Natalie checked in the game replacing Brooklyn Grovey. She's playing left field. And the pitch, she fouls that one off. Hanging tough. 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Miss Natalie Simmons. And the pitch. She hits a grounder over to the third baseman. She picks it up, and it's fair. Natalie Simmons able to beat it out. Little indecision there by the third baseman. She thought it might roll foul, and the ball just kept spinning and stayed right along the chalk. And Natalie hustling down first baseline. By the time the third baseman decided, I better pick it up, it was too late, and Natalie's standing at first. So Lady Billies have a runner on with 2 outs, and Laren Foyge coming to the plate. I doubt she's going to get a pretty pitch to look at again after hitting that 2-run shot in the second inning. First 2 pitches are high and out of the zone, so Laren quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Laren is your first baseman for the game today. And 3 in a row. All 3 pitches so far have been high and outside. After giving up that home run ball in their last at-bat. And that one goes to the backstop. So that's going to be ball 4. So now the Lady Billies have runners at first and second. Natalie Simmons with a single. And Laren Forgy with the 4-pitch walk. That is going to bring Sydney Colorado Meyer to the plate. Sophomore playing third base for the Lady Billies today. So 2 down. Runners at first and second. If she can get contact, we can put another run across the board. Extend our lead a little bit. Ball 1. Lady Billies up 4-1 at this point here as we're in the top of the 3rd inning against the Boerne champion Chargers. Sydney knuckles that one, and pitcher is able to get underneath it. A little soft pop up there for the pitcher to end the threat. Out number 3 to finish out the top of the 3rd inning. So Lady Billies up 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd. Let's see here. Doesn't look like we have any additional changes from what we had earlier. So going through real quick, we got Ava Stewie. My tongue's getting cold. Ava Stewie in the circle. Madison Wright catching. Laren Foyge at first. Bella Finley at second. Riley McGuffey at short. Sydney Meyer at third. Natalie Simmons in left field. Avery Holland manning center field. And Robbie Griffin in right. Miss Madison Hall, number 6, will be stepping to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Lady Billies up 4-1 here. Ava gets her sign. Pitch. A little high for ball 1. Ava working quick here. Low for ball 2. I joked a little earlier with it being as chilly and wind blowing out here as it is. It's just a little extra motivation for the girls to get 3 outs and get back into the warm dugout. And high for ball 3. I can only imagine being in that circle with it being cold. My hands are cold, and I've got a glove on and hip pockets. And Ava being out there not being able to wear gloves, or all the girls for that matter. Those hands get cold and that ball gets hard. Nice pitch, Ava. There we go. 3-1 the count. So it's a little frigid this morning. Ava gets her sign, 3-1 count. Swing, and a big swing and a miss for strike 2. And bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miss Stewie having a good day today on the circle. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Let's see if I can check here how many strikeouts that is for Miss Stewie so far today. Scrolling, looking. That is strikeout number 4 on the day for Miss Stewie. That's going to bring Marlena Spurrier to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Nice pitch. Ava leading off with a strike. 0-1 the count here. Lady Billies up 4-1 here as we are in the bottom of the third. Ava gets her pitch. That's the sign. And fouls out one back. 0-2 the count. Ava getting ahead quickly here. 1 out as we're in the bottom of the third. And line drive up the gap between first and second. That is going to put Miss Spurrier on first with a single. Nice piece of hitting there by Miss Spurrier. Outside pitch. She was able to keep the barrel on it and drive it through the gap. That's going to bring Miss Finley Shanley, the pitcher, their leadoff. So Lady Chargers are back to the top of the first here. Back to the top of their order in the bottom of the third. So 1 away, got a runner at first. Lady Billies up 4-1. Ava gets her sign. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Miss Shanley grounded out in her first at bat for the Lady Chargers. Ava the pitch. Low in the dirt. Madison's able to keep it in front, but it's a ball 1 on the pitch, and that's going to allow Miss Spurrier to advance to second for the Lady Chargers. Madison kept it in front, did a good job of blocking that low pitch, and kept it in front, but picked it up to make the throw and dropped it again, and so the runner's able to get the stolen base. There's a hard hit ball back up the middle. That's going to get to the fence. It's going to score 1. Avery comes up firing. So Miss Shanley, helping her cause, able to drive 1 in with a double into right center field. Hard ground ball right back up the gap. He's going to cut the score. It's 4-2. That's going to bring Riley Murish, number 2 for the Lady Chargers, to the plate. And she hits that one into the ground, and it rolls just foul down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. So Lady Chargers able to put one across on the double by Miss Shanley. So cuts the score from Lady Billies up 4-2 now. Nice pitch. 0-2 the count. Ava getting ahead on the hitter. Got 1 out here, bottom of the third. And ground ball back to Ava. Soft toss over to Laren at first for out number 2. That will advance the runner. So with 2 outs, that is going to bring Cassidy Kareska to the plate. Lady Chargers have a runner at third with 2 outs here. Cassidy struck out swinging in her first at bat. A little outside for ball 1. And Ava gets her sign. Pitch. Low. Nice block by Maddie back there. 2-0. It's the count. I hope there's not too much wind coming through on my microphone. I've got my hood on, earpiece in, trying to block the wind out as much as possible. That ball hit into right field. That is out, but foul. About I'd say a good 10 feet to the right of the foul pole. So, as in the famous words of one J.D. Rose, that is a long, loud strike. So, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Ava gets her sign. There's pitch, inside pitch. Let's even up the count at 2. So 2-2 count. And the pitch, low and outside. That's going to bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes against Miss Kerrville for the champion Chargers here. Thank you, Miss Betty, for chiming in that there's no wind noise. That just means I have to really be careful what I say. That's back up the middle for going to be a single, RBI single. That looked like a drop ball that Miss Kerrville got on top of just enough. Was able to get it just past, right back up the middle past the gap. So that is going to be the 2nd run of the inning for the Lady Chargers. So Miss Cassidy over at first. That is going to bring Emily Young to bat. They have a courtesy runner coming in, but everybody's wearing hoodies and sweatshirts and jackets. I don't know who the courtesy runner is, so but that's all right. So the Lady Billies up 4-3 now. Lady Chargers have been able to put 2 on the board so far in this inning. Lady Billies up 4-3. That's going to bring, I got Miss Emily Young back to the plate. Umpires and coaches making sure they've got the numbers on the subs down correct. Ava gets her pitch. Fouls that one back into the screen for strike 1. So Lady Chargers here with 2 outs have runner at first. After the single, it's RBI single. Ava gets her sign. Pitch. That's going to be a little low. For ball 1, it's going to even the count, 1 apiece. Ava gets her sign. Pitch. Nice pitch. Drop ball in the outside corner there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cloudy, overcast, windy. It's cloudy enough that the lights for the field are on, and it's 10 a.m. or almost 10 a.m. And ground ball. Oh, diving attempt by Riley McGuffey. Ball comes into and is fielded by Natalie Simmons in left field, and brings that ball back into Sydney at third to hold her to a single. Nice effort there by Riley McGuffey on the dive. Just a little short, wasn't able to keep it on the infield. It was deep in the hole. That would have been a hard play to make across the diamond to first to get the out, even if she was able to make the stop. So with a couple of hits here in this 3rd inning, the Lady Chargers have runners at first and second. Got us a little powwow out there. Coach Cameron talking to her infield, talking to the pitcher. We got 2 away. Lady Billies up 4-3. This is the first of 2 games today. Both games will be on Billies Live 2, like you're watching now if you're tuning in. Paige Finley, producer extraordinaire, is packing up the trailer with all the goodies and headed to Smithville this evening for the Lady Billies area playoff game against Bay City. They'll be playing in Smithville. Game tonight is at 6:30, and we'll be on Billies Live. So turn one TV on, or if you've got the luxury of doing a split screen, you can watch ladies softball tonight. Their second game is at 4 o'clock. And then once that game is complete, switch over to Billies Live and watch the Lady Billies basketball team take on Bay City for the area championship, the second round of the playoffs. So, nice pitch there by Ava Stewie. Got Ava Trevino for the Chargers up to the plate. 0-1 the count. 2 outs here. Lady Chargers have runners at first and second. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Ava Stewie getting ahead quickly here. Lady Chargers have been able to put 2 runs on the board so far this inning. Ava and the Billy defense hoping to keep it at that. Oh, nice block. Drop ball low and outside there. Madison's keeping the ball in front, doing a good job, keeping the runners from advancing. It's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. A little blooper. And that is fair into right field. That is going to score another. So with a single into right field, a little bloop single that just stayed fair, dropped in front of Robbie Griffin out there. That's going to plate another run. And that's going to tie the game up at 4 apiece. Hold on here, I hit a wrong button. Give me just a moment. So, first pitch to Miss Madison Coker was a ball, so that's going to... Lady Chargers have runners now at first and third with 2 outs, and they've scored 3 in the bottom of the third here to tie up the game, 4-4. 1-1 the count here. Stewie gets her side. Nice pitch. 1-2 the count. Lady Chargers have had a couple of ground ball singles in the gap and was able to get a few runners on. Low for ball 2 to even up the count, 2-2. Runners at first and third for the Chargers. Lady Billy's trying to get out of the inning here. 2-2 the count, trying to get that sometime elusive third out. Ground ball to first base, just foul. Count's going to remain 2-2. Ava checks her wristband, gets her sign. Oh, he fouls that one. That's kind of a half swing. She started, stopped, but caught the knob of the bat there. Count's going to remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lady Chargers with runners at first and third. And the pitch. Nice pitch. Drop ball on the outside corner. Got her looking for out number 3. So that'll end the threat. So as we go into the top of the 4th here, Lady Billies and the Boerne champion Chargers are tied at 4 apiece. Lady Billies scored all 4 of their runs in the second inning off of a couple of singles and a 2-run shot by Laren Foyge to score the 4. In the bottom of the second inning, Lady Chargers hit by pitch, a couple of sack bunts, wild pitch scored the 1 run in the third, and then a string of, there was 1 double and then a string of singles was able to plate the 3 runs in the bottom of the third for the Lady Chargers. So we're all knotted up here as we go into the top of the 4th. Again, the format today, if you missed it earlier, or as I've said earlier, I'm not sure how to pause with this new app. So you get the added bonus footage of me talking or the background noise during the half inning in between, and the teams are changing over. But so, yeah, 4-4 here for the Lady Billies playing Champion Chargers. We will have Bella Finley coming up to lead off the inning, followed by Robbie Griffin, and Madison Wright will be your first three hitters coming to the plate. As best I can tell, the Champion Chargers have the same defense out on the field. I know they have the same pitcher, Miss Finley Shanley, still in the circle for the Lady Chargers. The Lady Chargers do not have numbers on their hoodies and sweatshirts, so they're all bundled up. They're all wearing the same uniform. They all have ponytails. It's hard to tell. Ooh, Bella lays down the bunt. Pitcher comes up firing, is wild. Second baseman coming to cover, but the throw is wide. So Bella reaches on the error. Good way to start the inning. Put the ball in play, and good things will happen. So pitcher comes over. Fields the bunt cleanly, comes up, and in a rush to make the throw, throws wide. So that's going to bring Robbie Griffin to the plate. No outs here. She squares around the bunt. Is not able to make contact with it. Bella hustles back to first. So strike one. 0-1 the count. Tie ball game here. Lady Billies took an early lead. Bernie Champion's able to kind of claw their way back here in the last inning. Robbie squares around to bunt, and it is foul. So 0-2 now the count. Bella Finley led off the top of the fourth inning here. Laid down the bunt. Throwing error on the pitcher allowed her to reach first. Right field was doing a great job backing things up and kept Bella at first base. And so with no outs here, Robbie Griffin down 0-2 in the count in her at bat. And swing and a miss for strike three. It's going to be the first out of the inning. Outside pitch. Got just a little off on her timing. And that is going to bring Madison Wright to the plate. She drove in two in her last at-bat with a single between short and second. See if she can do some more damage. Ooh, she squares around to bunt. Tries to push that bunt down first baseline and just goes foul. So 0-1 the count. There's a grounder back to third. Third baseman bobbles it. Bella is out on the force at second. So on the fielder's choice, Madison is able to reach first. So got two outs now. Madison right at first. Avery Holland stepping to the plate. Avery is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, high for ball one. So two outs. Tie ball game here, 4-4. Madison Wright is at at first base. Avery Holland up to the plate. There's a line drive back up the gap. Center fielder cleanly fields it, so single advancing the runner. I would have loved to seen that ball hit just a little bit more to one side, because center fielder, all she had to do is take 2 steps forward to advance to come up and make that play. If it would have been a little bit to the left or right, that ball probably makes it to the fence, and Maddie might score. So, but as it is, Lady Billies have runners at first and second here. Tie ball game, 4-4. In the top of the fourth, you got Riley McGuffey to the plate, freshman shortstop. She's 0-1 of the pitch, and she gets on base the hard way. Gets hit in the calf, so hit by pitch. And just like that, the game gets real interesting. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and you have your sophomore slugger, Ava Stewie, stepping to the plate. Runners will be going on contact. There's a line drive. That's going to get over the fence. Grand salami. That one cleared the fence by about a foot, but it didn't get more than 20 feet off the ground. That was a solid line drive shot to clear the bases, and just like that, we go from a 4-4 tie to an 8-4 lead. Good job, Miss Stewie. That pitch was right. I can't tell from my vantage point if it was left or right, but up and down, it was right in Ava's sweet spot, and she drove it, and she got all of it. So, swing of the bat. It's amazing how much that can make a difference. So just like that, Lady Billies are now up 8-4, and that is going to bring Miss Natalie Simmons to the plate. She got a single in her first at-bat, and she's stepping up here. She grounds that one back to the pitcher, out over to first for the third out, but not before the Lady Billies are able to do some damage. Catch up the scorebook here. So Lady Billies able to take the lead 8-4 on the grand slam by Miss Ava Stewie. Had a hit by pitch and a couple of singles. Fielder's choice, a single, hit by pitch, and then a grand slam. Just modern run of the day, everyday hit. So Lady Billies up 8-4 over the champion Chargers. Let's see as the ladies come out of the dugout. They come out of the dugout a little slower each inning because I think they're realizing it's nice and warm in there. Or let me rephrase that: it's warmer in the dugout than it is out here in the field. But so they're a little slower coming out of the dugout. I don't blame them. I wish I could be in there snuggled up in a corner, but if I was over there, I wouldn't be able to be here. So let's see, defensive changes. Everything looks to be the same. I'll do a rundown for you real quick. Got Ava Stewie in the circle. Madison Wright behind the plate catching. Laren Foyke at first. Bella Finley at second. Riley McGuffey at short. Sydney Meyer at third. Natalie Simmons in left. Avery Holland at center. And Robbie Griffin manning right field. So, Lady Billies scored 4 in 2 separate innings. First inning, both teams went up, down, 3 up, 3 down, scoreless. The Lady Billies are scored 4 in the first inning. We had a pair of home runs so far today. Laren Foyke in the second inning hit a 2-run shot over the right field fence. And in this last inning, in the top of the fourth, Ava Stewie came up with the bases loaded and got a pitch that she really, really liked and drove it over center field fence for grand slam. So that brings us to the score of 8-4. I got J.C. Bendel for the Lady Chargers up. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, don't see any defensive changes out there. So we are about an hour and 5 minutes into the game. Games are going to run about an hour 20. Ball 1. So yes, games are going to run about an hour 20. The format is for this weekend. All the games will be 80 minutes. Finish the inning, but a hard cap of 90 minutes. So we will not play longer than 90 minutes. High and inside there for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Nobody on, nobody out. The bottom of the 4th inning. Ava gets her sign. Pitch. And high. And ball 3. That's going to make the count full. 3-2. For Miss J.C. Bendel at the plate for the Lady Chargers. Line drive in the gap just past first base. He's going to make it into right field. Robbie Griffin brings it in. So, a little line drive up the gap between first and second. So runner on first with nobody out here. I was going to bring number 6, Madison Hall, to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Ava gets her signed. High for ball 1. Ava gets her sign. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the drop ball. Big swing by Madison Hall there. He's going to even the count, 1 apiece. So leadoff single for J.C. Bendel for the Lady Chargers. Put a runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th. Lady Billies up 8-4. Ava Stewie in the circle. Nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I just thought about making a comment that it seemed like the wind had died down a little bit. Apparently it hurt me. It is blustery right now. Big swing. Miss for strike 3. I believe that is strikeout number 5. Let me check that and see here. Check the old stat sheet here real quick. Yes, strikeout number 5 for Miss Stewie on the day. Merlina Spurrier coming to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Ava gets her sign. Oh, high. Ball 1. So 1 away here, bottom of the 4th. Lady Chargers have got a leadoff single, so got a runner at first with 1 away. Miss Spurrier to the plate. She got a single in her last at bat. Looking, she's ahead in the count at the moment, 1-0. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1 to even up the count, 1-1. Ava gets her sign. Big swing. Strike 2. I think some of these Lady Chargers have seen the Lady Billies hit a couple of home runs, and I think they've got the home run bug. They want to show that they can do it too, which I am very sure that these ladies are capable of doing it. Got some big swings here. Another big swing and a miss for strike 3. So that is going to bring, with 2 outs, the pitcher for the Lady Chargers, Finley Shanley, to the plate. Her last at bat, she got a double. She is 1 for 2 today. Ground out in her first at bat. She got a double into the gap. With her second at bat, takes pitch number 1 high for ball 1. Ava steps in, fouls that back. 1-1 the count. Runner at first for the Chargers is getting a decent lead, but has not made an attempt to steal as of yet. Ava gets her sign. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Lady Billies up 8-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. Blustery day here in Kerrville, Texas. Shanley fouls that one off, hanging tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. She pops that one up. Ava out of the circle, able to snag that one for out number 3. Always like it to see when the pitchers also play defense. So nice play there by Ava. Will pop up. She's able to get underneath it and corral that for out number 3. So after a leadoff single, the Lady Chargers aren't able to cut into the lead any at all. Lady Billies up 8-4 here. As we go into the top of the 5th, we'll have Laren Foige, Sydney Meyer, and Bella Finley coming to the plate, unless there's changes, which is possible. So we'll wait and see how that works. Looking like there's no changes here for Bernie. And we have Laren stepping to the plate and Sydney on deck. And here we go, top of the 5th. Let's see if Laren gets another pitch. Her first at bat, she hit the home run over the right field fence. And her next at bat, she got 4 straight balls, all high and outside. That one was close enough to take a hack at. And that's just off the first base dugout there for a foul ball, strike 1. 1-1 the count. On the count here. Finley Shanley, pitcher for the Lady Chargers, has thrown every pitch so far. Laren fouls that one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Laren Foige. She's 1 for 1 in 2 plate appearances today. Got the 2-run home run and then a 4-pitch walk in her second at bat. She hits that grounder just foul down third baseline. The count remains 1-2. Pitch. And low for ball 2. Let's even it up 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Miss Foige. Ooh, that one's back up the middle. Ooh, the shortstop bobbles that. So Laren's able to reach on the E6. Shortstop was there, just couldn't quite get it clean. So leading off the top of the inning with, I believe that is the second error today on the Lady Chargers. So Laren Foige reaches on the error. It's going to bring number 20, Sydney Meyer, to the plate. Sydney walked in her first at bat and she hit a pop-up in her second. Wild pitch there over the top of the head of the catcher. And it's going to get Laren to second base on the wild pitch. Looked like one the pitcher just held on to a little too long. High for ball 2. So, top of the 5th inning, Lady Billies looking to add to the score. They're currently up 8-4 against the Lady Chargers, a Boerne champion. Laren Foige at second base. Sydney swings through that one for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Okay. My bad. I forgot the foul ball. It was strike 3. Whether it was strike 2 or strike 3, she's in the dugout, so she's officially out now, either way. So with 1 away, Bella Finley to the plate. Is high for ball 1. Lights are still on here at the ball field. Ooh, little inside there. Bella takes for strike 1. Wind is still blowing pretty stiff. Bella fouls that one back. So 1 away. Laren reached on an error to lead off the inning and was able to advance to second on a wild pitch. Low for ball 2. It's going to even up the count 2-2 for Bella Finley. Bella reached on an error in her last at-bat. Nice bunt that she laid down that the pitcher had throwing error on. Oh, Bella underneath that one, fouls that one back. Count's going to remain 2-2. And the pitch. Ooh, she's just out in front of that one. Looked like the pitcher took a little off of that one, trying to change up an off-speed curve. And Bella stayed back just long enough, but over the top of it, was able to foul it off. Stay alive here. 2-2 count. And fouls that one off. Come on, Bella. You're there. You're right there. See it. Just do a little bit more of it. Find you some green. All right, 2-2 the count here. Lady Billies up 8-4, top of the 5th with 1 away. High for ball 3. Brings the count full. Got Laren Foyke over at second base with 1 out. And the pitch. Ooh. That looked a little high and outside for me, but the gentleman behind the plate begs to differ. So that is going to be called strike 3. So 2 away now with Robbie Griffin coming to the plate. Laren Foyke at second base still. Robbie swings through that one for strike 1. And the pitch. Inside corner on that one, called strike 2, so 0-2. Robbie struck out swinging in her last at-bat. Had a real nice sacrifice bunt in her first at-bat. She pops that one up, and the first baseman is able to corral that just in a little bit in foul territory for out number 3. A little soft pop up there. So Lady Billies unable to add to the score, but have a nice 4-run lead here going into the bottom of the 5th inning. We will probably, I'm going to assume, with the Chargers being the home team, my clock is showing we're at 1:20, so I would assume we would finish this inning, and that would be our ball game. But we'll see. They got a 90-minute hard cap on these games this weekend, so we're not going to do anything above 90 minutes, so that way they can keep the format rolling and stay on schedule. So we are right at minute number 80 here. So let's get 3 outs and see if we can go find someplace warm. It is nice to see that the cold has not dampened any of their spirits. Girls seem to be having fun even though their teeth are chattering. So it doesn't look like we're going to have any defensive changes here as we go into the bottom of the 5th. One time through, Ava Stewie still in the circle. Madison Wright behind the plate. Laren Foyke at first. Bella Finley at second. Riley McGuffey at short. Sydney Meyer at third. Natalie Simmons manning left field. Avery Holland in center. And Miss Robbie Griffin in right. We got Riley Murish stepping to the plate for the Lady Chargers. Nice inside pitch there for strike one. Let's see, Miss Riley had a sac bunt in her last at-bat and struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Ava gets her sign, pitch, and high outside for ball one. It's going to even it up, 1-1. And the pitch, a swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. On bottom of the fifth inning. Dribbles that one foul just down the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count remains. One, 2 the count. Ooh, low and inside. Even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ava gets her sign. 2-2 count here. Fouls that one off. Inside pitch. She's able to fight it off the hands there. Count's going to remain 2-piece. Ava's gone the distance today. She's thrown every pitch so far. Looks like her pitch count, she's right up around 83 pitches. Both pitchers going the distance so far for both teams. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice pitch. That is going to bring Miss Cassidy Kureska, I hope I'm saying that right, up for the Lady Chargers here with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody on. Miss Kureska struck out swinging her first at-bat and got a single in her last at-bat. 1 away here. Bottom of the fifth. High for ball 1. And the pitch. Fouls that one off. Outside pitch there. 1-1 the count. The Lady Billies up 8-4 here in the bottom of the fifth. Ooh, she almost bit on that one. A little high though. 2-1 the count. And Ava gets the sign. The pitch. It's high for ball 3. Yep, there we go. So 3-1 the count here with 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go, Ava. Get back in there. Go get her. Oh, that's a line drive into the gap over the right center field fence. Line drive shot for Miss Kureska. Cut into the lead a little bit. Hard line drive over right center field fence. He's going to make the score 8-5. Nice job by the catcher there, Miss Kureska. She turned on that one and got all of it. That's her shot and Ava's grand slam earlier. Neither one of the balls got very high. They were both line drive shots. And in fact, the Miss Kureska's, I thought it was going to hit somewhere in the middle of the fence, but it cleared it by, a foot or 2. So, solid shot. That is going to bring Emily Young to the plate. Low for ball 1. So 1 out here, bottom of the fifth. Lady Billies up 8-5. Chargers just put 1 on the board this inning. They scored 1 run in the second, 3 in the third, and now they have 1 here in the fifth. And that heads up, heads up, heads up. Foul ball over here, dodging darts. Next team that's playing is filing in behind me here. Don't know if you can hear the chatter. But yeah, that ball was just over my head, and I want to make sure none of the ladies got smacked. So 1-1 the count here to Miss Emily Young. Ball 2. 2-1 the score. Sorry, 8-5 is the score. 2-1 is the count. Oh, she chased that rise ball, and she knew it too about halfway through the swing. That's going to even the count 2-2. You see the expression on her face. She's like, whoa, oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. So 2-2 count here with 1 away. Nobody on. Bottom of the fifth inning. Lady Billies up 8-5. And swinging for strike 3. There's going to be 2 away here. Bottom of the fifth. Looks like that's going to bring Ava Trevino to the plate for the Lady Chargers. So Lady Billies up 8-5 here with 2 outs. Nobody on. Bottom of the fifth inning. Solo shot by Cassie Kureska, the only scoring so far in this inning. Lady Billies still on top, 8-5. Looking to finish this one out. High for ball 1. Ava gets her sign. And the pitch. Nice pitch. Strike 1. Leaving up the count, 1 apiece. Yes, Ava Trevino. She got a single in her last bat as well. She was part of that, contributed to that 3-run third inning that the Chargers had. She fouls that one off for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. We're quickly approaching our time limit. I assume if we finish up here, that should be ball game. So see if we can get 1 more out. Just a little outside. It's going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Look good from my vantage point, but I don't have the best angle, and I might be a little biased. So 2-2 the count. There it is. Got her looking. So that's out number 3. And that appears to be it. Yes, that's it. So out number 3. So Lady Billies take game 1, 8-5. Lady Billies, real quick, scored 2 in the fourth, 2 in the second. Total of 7 hits, 4 runners left on for 8 runs. Bernie Champion Chargers had 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and then 1 in the fifth for total of score 8-5 by Lady Billies. We will be back. Game this afternoon is 4 o'clock, and so we'll be back same station to catch the Lady Billies play the Comfort